sinabi rin po ni Popoy sa pelikula.
I deserved an explanation. I deserved an acceptable reason.
Siguraduhin nyo po na kung bubuksan nyo yan, meron po kayong acceptable reason na naayon sa batas.
What's up at welcome sa Pochoklak. Ito ang ika-18 episode ng Relitiko, kung saan tinitingnan natin ang mga relo ng mga politiko at binibigyan ko kayo ng masabot kayang alternatibo. Patuloy ang pagsuri ko sa mga relo ng mga kongresista, kaya naman sa episode na ito, susuri tayo ng mga sample ng mga relo ni Speaker of the House Bogie D, former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Congressman Edgar Erice, Congressman Arjo Ataide, at Congressman Paulo Duterte. Bago po tayo magsimula, wrist check muna. Suot ko ngayon ang Venezianico Arsenale in 37mm. Kung gusto nyo pong ma-notify kayo when the review goes up, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Hindi na akong papaligoy-ligoy pa. Tara na! Dito muna sa relo ni Speaker of the House, Bogie D, ang kailangan nating tingnan dito, the case shape muna. It's quite similar to the Oyster case. Tapos tingnan natin yung bezel nito, parang medyo shiny siya. We look at that dial color, it seems to be turquoise blue. At pag tiningnan nyo yung bracelet style, it looks like the Jubilee style 5-link bracelet. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is a Tudor Black Bay 54 Lagoon. So the Black Bay 54 itself, the original version, was released a couple of years ago. And it was at this size 37mm, so that the trend was going towards. And so watch enthusiasts really loved the size of that watch, but also just specifications wise and history wise, medyo bigatin din, especially with that T-FET clasp that has now become this sort of standard for all new Tudor releases. Personally, I do love the style and the size, pero when I fit it, I think it's just a bit too small for me. But still, I think it's a pretty good watch, and it's something that I would recommend to those who love this sort of style. When it comes to the retail price of this watch, it's priced at 266,500 pesos. But on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 400,000 pesos. And so, this is a rare watch comparing it to other Black Bay 54s. So typically when I see Black Bay 54 models on the secondary market, they are priced below retail. In this very rare case for the Black Bay 54 Lagoon, it's priced above retail. And that, I think that just speaks to both the appeal and the rarity of this watch. Doon naman tayo sa alternative, and I'm proposing to you an Orient Mako 40mm, the 75th anniversary of Orient version. So this watch I'm recommending because of the steel bezel, the light blue dial, and just the dive style of the watch overall. Concession-wise, pinakauna dito for me would be the dial. So this dial has a similar light blue dial, but you know, it's a different hue altogether. Aside from that, you look at the bezel of this watch and it's got that brushed finish, while on the Black Bay 54 Lagoon, it's got that shiny bezel going for it, right? And so other concessions include the size. This one is a bit bigger by 3mm, but I think it's still a good size, and it's not as big as other divers na 41, 42, and above millimeters. Finishing wise as well, it's not going to be on the same level, and the bracelet style here is a 3-link style as opposed to the 5-link Jubilee style. Nevertheless, you look at the price of this watch. Retail price is 26,400 pesos. I'll put the link to at Tokyo below kung interesado kayo. I think this is just a good looking watch. Orient is well loved by enthusiasts, and I don't think this is a watch you can go wrong buying. Dito naman tayo kay wheelchair lady Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Ang kailangan nating tingnan dito, the case shape and size. So malaki-laki yung relo sa wrist ni former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Tapos yung hugis niya parang cushion shaped siya. We look at the color of this case, it's got that rose gold tone. Tapos tingnan natin yung dial niya, kulay puti yung dial. Mapapansin nyo din at the 9 o'clock position, parang may sub-dial dyan. Tapos tingnan natin yung crown niya, merong crown protecting device na napaka-distinct ng itsura. Tapos yung strap color din ito na parang blue-green siya. At dahil sa mga katangian niya, tingnan sa Panerai Luminor Due PAM 1042. And for me, just looking at this picture, the size really looks off. I think that smaller wrist sizes can handle the case shape of the Panerai, and that's what Panerai is going after. But in this specific case, masyadong malaki for me. Baka mas mabigat pa to sa wheelchair. Kidding aside, I think this is just a good watch. It's a beautiful watch. Pero tingin ko lang hindi siya nag-fit kay former President GMA. Price-wise, I see this sell on the secondary market for up to 17,500 euros. In Philippine pesos, yan ay nasa mga halos 1.3 million pesos na plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Kasi hindi ko ito masyado nakikita in the Philippine market. For the alternative, I'm going with a brand that for the first time, I'm talking about on this channel with the Ferrer Forno. So Ferrer is a brand that was established in 2015. They design their watches in the UK and they qualify as Swiss-made watches. I recommended the Forno because of the cushion style case, and that's where the similarities end. There are a lot of concessions with this watch, but the reason I'm recommending it is because most likely kung idol nyo si former President GMA, you probably have a smaller wrist size, and that's why I'm recommending this watch instead. Most likely mga babae kasi yung gustong gumaya sa style na ito. So the size here is 7 millimeters smaller in terms of the case width than the Panerai. The case material here is not rose gold, it's stainless steel. The dial color is different. It's a darker color here, and it's got texture, but I think it's a beautiful dial nevertheless. The movement here will be just a little bit inferior because this one is off the shelves. And it's got no crown protecting device, and that's a huge concession when you want to go for the look of the Panerai. But at this price point, I think it's still a pretty good watch. But about that price, this watch is a bit expensive, more expensive than we're used to on this channel in terms of the alternative. So, ang retail price ng relo na ito is $1,165 sa website ng Ferrer. Link in the description kung interesado kayo. And if you convert that to Philippine pesos, nasa mga 72,000 pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa kasi wala kayong makikita nito dito sa Pilipinas. But I think it's a good watch, and Ferrer is a brand that, they just make designs that I really am interested in. That's why I'm recommending the Ferrer Forno. Dito naman sa relo ni Congressman Edgar Erice, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape, the two-tone bracelet and case, and the blue bezel. Dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingnan this are Rolex Submariner date reference 126613 LB. Madalas kong na-feature ang Submariner dito, and I think it's one of the more ubiquitous watches and one of the more recognizable watch styles as well, coming from probably the most recognizable watch brand on the planet, which is Rolex. So hindi na ako masyadong magkikwento tungkol dito. SRP is 1,118,000 pesos, but on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 1.35 million pesos. Alternative wise, I'm proposing the Timex Harborside Automatic. So this is a watch that I think just looks really good and looks really close to Submariners. I selected it because of the two-tone look, the dive style, and the case shape. But concession-wise, the accents would be black instead of blue, and I think that's a significant difference. The bracelet style here is the Jubilee style or the 5-link style rather than the Oyster style. The material here as well will be inferior. It's 316L stainless steel for the most part, and to achieve that gold look, it's probably coated. And the finishing here is just going to be miles away from the Rolex. Pero kasi price-wise, you look at this watch, it's 16,295 pesos at retail sa website ng Timex. And it's frequently on sale. For example, ngayon, 13,036 pesos na lang. And it's got that automatic movement, and I think it's just a good entry-level automatic watch if you're just getting into the hobby. And as I typically say with Timex, it's a brand that produces a lot of watches here in the Philippines, and so you'd be supporting Filipino livelihoods in case you elect to buy this watch. Dito naman kay kulang sa bakasyon Congressman Arjo Atayde, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape and the bezel style. So itong bezel na to, you look closely at it, you'll notice that there are raised markers and numerals on the elapsed time bezel. Tapos tingnan natin yung dial, it's got that silvery colored dial. It's got large markers, an oyster style bracelet, but with polished center links. At dahil sa mga katangin na yan, tingin ko this Rolex Yachtmaster Reference 116622, nicknamed the Platinum, na kung hindi ako nagkakamali, it's nicknamed Platinum because of the dial. So the dial here that is silver toned is actually Platinum, if I'm not mistaken. And people, I think, they perceive Yachtmaster as just a sort of a blingier version of the sub. And you notice that with just the polished center link. So you look at the Submariner, typically brushed yung center link, but in this specific case, polished yung center links. But that just means it's more prone to scratching. Being blingier than the sub, since the Yachtmaster is not really intended to be a dive watch, rather to be used on yachts, kaya Yachtmaster, is that the water resistance rating of this watch is 1/3 of that of the Submariner at 100 meters. Pero wag kang mag-alala, Arjo, magagamit mo pa rin to sa baha. Wag kang mag-alala. Makokontrol mo pa rin tong relo na to sa baha. So, this watch is already discontinued, but on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 670,000 pesos. For the alternative, I'm proposing a Casio na ilalagay ko na lang yung reference dito. So, this watch I selected because of the dial color na silvery. The red second hand as well, that is very important when it comes to selecting an alternative for the 116622 with the platinum dial. The elapsed time bezel as well, but speaking of that bezel, that's where the concessions sort of start, especially visually. It has a black bezel instead of the bezel style on the 116622. It's got a quartz movement. The finishing here is going to be rough around the edges, and this one size-wise is more substantial at 45.6 millimeters, 5.6 millimeters bigger than the case width of the Yachtmaster. But price-wise kasi, this watch retails for 8,060 pesos, and coming from a brand that is very reputable like Casio, I think hindi na kayo magkakamali sa purchase na ito. So dito naman tayo kay Boss Pulong o kay Kong Pulong. Ang kailangan po nating tingnan dito, the case. So pansinin natin yung hugis niya, parang octagonal, and then it's got this rose gold tone or pink gold tone. Mahilig din pala sa pink si Congressman Pulong Duterte. Tingnan natin yung size. It's imposingly large, and then it's got this two-like vibe about it. You look at the sides of the case, may makita kayong pushers dyan. And then the style of the pushers here is also quite important to note. And then let's take a look at the bezel. The color first, it's colored black. It's got screws on it, and it's octagonal in terms of the shape. Tapos tingnan natin yung dial niya. The color of the main dial seems to be a very dark color here. This might be black. And then if we look at the 6, 9, and 12 positions, there are sub-dials here that are colored white. And then finally, let's look at the strap and how it integrates with the case. At dahil sa mga katangin na yan, this is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore, probably the 26401RO variant of the watch. So this watch is the beefier, sportier version of the original integrated bracelet sports watch, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. And it's important to highlight na ang relo na ito, I've seen it before on the wrist of Derek Ramsey, albeit with a different color of the sub-dials. At masasabi talaga natin, pangguwapo po talaga ang relo na ito. So this watch on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 2.2 million pesos. When we think of alternatives, lalo na kung load din nyo to si Pulong Duterte, ang kailangan naman nating tingnan would be the Casio G-Shock GM2100G. So kaya ko to pinopropose because of the size at 44 millimeters, 44.4 to be precise. It's quite close to the size of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. And so it's got this imposing look about it as well. Apart from that, I'm recommending it because of the strap color, which is black, and the gold tone case. Although when you think about it, concession-wise, medyo different ang pagka-gold dito. Hindi po rosas na gold ang gold dito. It's not rose gold, it's yellow gold. Aside from that, the bezel here is not black, and there's a mix of digital and analog display as opposed to the purely analog display of the Royal Oak Offshore. And standard with these alternatives, concessions, finishing muna. The finishing will be night and day. The movement here is quartz as opposed to automatic mechanical on the Royal Oak Offshore. And the materials here, the material here is probably stainless steel coated with gold, while the Audemars Piguet is really rose gold. However, when you think of the SRP of this watch, 16,080 pesos, that just bumps up the value proposition of this watch. And having owned one of these watches before, the green version, I think it's a great watch to own. It wears really well. That 44.4 millimeters is quite imposing on paper, but in person, it's actually more manageable. And so that's why I think, having held one in hand before, this is probably similar to that one. This is a watch that I think you will not regret buying. Ayun! Nakita na tayo ng sample ng mga relo ng mga kongresista. At sa lahat ng mga relo na tiningnan natin sa video na ito, ang pinaka-paborito ko dyan, the Tudor Black Bay 54 Blue Lagoon. I really love the look of this watch. It has a unique bezel, and it has that beautiful turquoise blue dial and that nice texture as well to go along with it. At doon naman tayo sa alternatives. Ang pinaka-paborito ko dyan, the Ferrer Forno. I really love the size of this watch at 35 millimeters. I think it's the right size, and I really love that red textured dial. Pero opinion ko lang po yan. Kung iba pong inyong opinion, kung tingin nyo meron pang ibang relo na masangkot bilang alternative, let me know in the comment section down below. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video nito, please hit the like button. At kung trip nyo yung ganitong klaseng content, watch reviews, pagsuri sa mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat sa oras ng panonood. Laters, yo!